Check this.
Hi, and welcome to Review Geek 3000. You are here for one reason only, and that is to eat, sleep, wrestling, repeat. To watch exclusive content, please like, share, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and as always on this channel, stay awesome. Yes, guys, welcome back, and this is the Contenders Corner podcast, presenting you episode 51, and that is an AEW All Elite Wrestling review here on YouTube. And again, guys, we're supporting our Facebook friends over on FCW, and they are a wrestling gaming page over on Facebook. So basically, guys, if you want to be a wrestler, and your chance is all you got to do, guys, is message them, and if you have an idea of a character to present on their wrestling gaming page, and all you got to do is communicate with them, and they will make your wrestler come to life. And that is all that is, guys. Well, also, guys, we're going to support their campaign, and that is enough is enough. And again, if you're one of those people that want to directly come and attack the fans on this channel, then we don't need your attendance over on this channel. We need a positive, awesome crowd here on the Contenders Corner. And if you're going to show a negativity, attack the fans of this channel, then stay away. Enough is enough. We are supporting the anti-bullying campaign, and we are deadly serious, guys. If you want to attack, make a jibe to any of our fans here on the Contenders Corner, here on Review Geek 3000, then stay away. We do not need your support if you are a negative person, guys. We need an awesome, geeky crowd here, an awesome vibe here on the Review Geek 3000. We are a geeky channel, guys. That is the sole purpose of this channel. We talk films, we play games, we watch wrestling, because we love what we do on this channel. We love wrestling, we love retro games, we love games, we love movies. And if you're going to attack the fans on this channel, guys, then we don't need your support. We don't need your support. Go away. But anyway, guys, apart from that, something exciting has come to life, and that is the giveaway Bonanza, which will be happening sometime this month in April. And again, an incredible time has come to delve into our Geek Cave and give away some of our prize goods. Who will win this one-time Geeky Bonanza? Top items are at stake, guys, from movies, Harry Potter, Karate Kid, Lord of the Rings, and more. Who will win our Geeky Bonanza? There are two lucky winners from this Geeky Bonanza, guys, from this Geeky giveaway. And geeky items are up for grabs, and you do not want to miss this one, guys. And all you have to do is simply click the like button, subscribe to our channel over on YouTube, support our Facebook page, Review Geek 3000 on Facebook, and your entry to future giveaways is locked in. There isn't a price. You don't have to pay £2. You don't have to pay £5 to enter our giveaways. They are free of charge, guys. All you have to do is be a part of the geeky crowd, the awesome community over on Review Geek 3000 on Facebook and on YouTube, guys. And your ticket is locked in. No purchase, free of charge. Bang, job's a good one. And you could win some of the geeky items that I'm going to present to you here. These are some of the items that are up for stake. Just guys, we got items from Pinnacle. These are Harry Potter. That's Ron Weasley there. And these are up for stake, guys. These are great. Pinnacle have a great way of detailing their figures, and they are absolutely amazing. So that one's up for stakes. We've got a Super Cuties plushies of Harry Potter there. That's a teddy bear of Harry Potter, and that is up for stakes, guys. So you women, if you women out there love Harry Potter and you want to win some goodies from Harry Potter, then come on over, click that like button, share our page, support our YouTube channel, be an active subscriber, and you could win some of these goodies here on Review Geek 3000. We also have an Alien figure that's up for grabs. If you're a massive Alien fan, then we also have these figures up for stakes as well, guys. You could win. And also, guys, items from Koto Bakir. Statues from Koto Bakir, and that is Street Fighter, Kami. Detailed figures from Koto Bakir. And those are some of the selected items that I've just shown you here, guys. And all you have to do is click that like button. This will be massive. It's going to be massive, guys. It's going to be big. So it will be a big mega box that you will receive, and it is personalised by myself, Review Geek 3000. So it'll be our one time only to get this mega box, guys, and it will be jam packed full of stuff. Sweets, other filler items, guys, you name it, it will be in there. But again, this is what it's all about, guys, and this is AEW Dynamite. And we have Christian Cage versus Frankie Kazarian. We've got John Moxley versus Cesaro Bonanza. Can't pronounce that one, guys. Then we have Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid. We have Hikaru Shida and Tay Conti versus Nyla Rose and Ali, with Vicky Guerrero and Matt Hardy. We've got the Arcade Anarchy main event match. Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian and Miro. First off, guys, we are going to be talking about Christian Cage. This is the in-ring debut of Christian Cage, guys, and we are going to be talking about this match. Christian Cage versus Frankie Kazarian. Yes, guys, Christian Cage made a strong start. He made a strong start as he locked in a headlock before knocking Kazarian down. Cass hit back by knocking Christian Cage out of the ring and onto the entrance ramp. Christian made an attempt to head to the top rope, but he was knocked down to the floor. Kazarian followed it with a leg drop. Back in the ring, Christian hit with a big boot, knocking down Kazarian. Christian followed this with a tornado DDT from the middle rope. Kazarian was perched over the middle rope as Christian stood. He stood on his shoulders and choked him against the rope. Chris briefly locked in a crossface chicken wing. The finish of the match saw both Christian and Cesaro on top of the turnbuckle. Kazarian caught Cage with a headbutt before hitting a Spanish fly for a near fall. Cage replied by finally hitting the kill switch to pin Kazarian and pick up the win on his in-ring AEW debut. And again, guys, this was Christian Cage defeating Frankie Kazarian. And I'm going to rate this match, guys, an A rating here. And I'm going to give this a 4.2 out of 5. It was a fantastic match. Sorry, guys. Yes, guys, it was a fantastic match. And basically, Christian Cage has passed the test this Wednesday, delivering a strong performance in a physical, ultra competitive match against one of the gatekeepers on AEW. Kazarian threw everything he had at Cage, including the rarely flux capacitor, and still could not put the former world champion away. Christian bumped, never appearing to be slowed, and recovered to throw his own offense at his opponent. Captain Charisma checked all the boxes in the first match back. The idea that he had not competed in a singles match in which he was asked to take all the usual bumps in 7 or so years is astonishing, because he very much looked like someone who had picked up right where he had left off. It may be a bit too soon to assume he can continue at this rate, or that he can just be thrown into a world title match with Kenny Omega. Not miss a beat, but his return match was certainly promising, guys. Fantastic match. What a strong performance in his first match, guys. In his debut match against Kazarian, Frankie Kazarian. What a fantastic match. Unbelievable, guys. Here on the Contenders Corner, we grade this match an A, and we're going to give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 4.2 out of 5. Fantastic match. And then, guys, we have the exhibition match with the special guest referee, Arn Anderson, with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, versus QT Marshall. And it was all pretty even early on as Cody and QT Marshall went back and forth on AEW Dynamite. Clearly, these two men knew each other well. QT took control of the match, putting pressure on Cody's shoulder. He followed it up with a leg drop onto Cody's arm before continuing to work on the arm and shoulders. The match started to get heated as Cody slowly began to take control of the match. QT was dumped out of the ring. Cody cordially invited him to come back in, and he didn't look happy. QT ended up clocking Arn Anderson in the jaw as soon as he got into the ring before walking off onto the ramp. The Dynamite match ended in a no contest, and I'm going to give this a minus C rating, guys. I thought the match could have not ended in a no contest. I thought that was a bit of a stale move to do. First, Dustin combated him heading into Double or Nothing. Then MJF betrayed him. Now Marshall and his Nightmare Factory students jump him. At some point, you have to wonder if it is an indictment on the characters of the men around him or Cody himself that makes him so susceptible to backstabbings. This was a fine enough angle, with Marshall recruiting his own students to carry out his dirty work. Solo, Comoroto and Ogogo have the potential to be stars of AEW's future, and giving them exposure in a segment like this will only help them build confidence and camera presence. With that said, one has to wonder whether the time and effort AEW is about to put into this storyline will ultimately benefit Marshall, or if this is more about keeping Rhodes busy working with a trusted friend while he continues to recover from his shoulder injury. The video dedicated to Jade was a fantastic bit of business and only further supports the idea that she is a potential big money player for the company's women division in the near future. And then we go over to Jon Moxley versus Cesaro Bonanza with Ryan Nemeth and J.D. Drake. So again, guys, the match saw a strong start for Cesaro Bonanza, but the former AEW World Champion soon took him down with a dragon screw. Jon Moxley then went to work on Bonanza's leg, locking in the leg lock. We saw Ryan Nemeth trying to get involved from ringside, grabbing Mox by the leg. The distraction gave Bonanza the chance to take Moxley down with a clothesline and take control. Bonanza continued to punish Moxley, and the match soon spilled out to the ringside. Moxley hit back by driving his knee into the face of his opponent, but Bonanza barely flinched. Back in the ring, Bonanza continued to dominate. Bonanza charged at Moxley, who sidestepped him, sending Bonanza's knee first into the turnbuckle. Moxley hit back with some vicious right hands before following it up with a German suplex. Ryan Nemeth tried to get involved again and was hit by a paradigm shift for his troubles. Moxley then locked in a near naked choke on Cesaro Bonanza, putting the big man to sleep and leaving with another big win to his name. And Jon Moxley defeats Cesaro Bonanza. And again, guys, other people have rated this a C rating, but I'm going to rate this match a B plus match. And I'm going to give this a 3.6 out of 5, guys. So this was exactly what it should have been, a showcase for Mox as he continues to chase Kenny Omega and the AEW World Championship. He sold enough during the break to put over Bonanza's offense, but when the show returned, he transitioned into an ass kicker mode, uncorking the paradigm shift on Lil Ziggles and continued to get the rear naked choke over as a threatening finisher. A totally harmless extended squash. Cargill attacking Red Velvet from out of nowhere continues a feud that will hopefully end with a real look at what they're capable of without the bells and whistles of Cody vs Shaq to hold them back. And again, a fantastic match, guys. A 3.6 over here on the Contenders Corner. And before we move on to the next one, guys, which is Kenny Omega and Good Brothers with Don Callis versus the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to talk about the attack on the Pinnacle. And yes, guys, the Pinnacle were attacked by the Inner Circle. And we're going to be talking about this. So basically, guys, the fans saw MJF open the door and the Inner Circle was behind it. MJF quickly closed the door and looked to escape, but Jake Hager had the other door blocked. They went straight for members of the Pinnacle in a bid to take back their locker room. Fans saw Jake Hager put Wardlow through a table, a massage table. Following this, Santana and Ortiz went after FTR. Soon after this, Cash Wheeler got dumped into the ice bath, and Santana then took out Dax Harwood. Back in the locker room, Jericho and MJF were still going at it. Jericho sent MJF head first through the cooler in the corner. What good segment, guys! It was a fantastic. It's fun. It was a fun segment, and you can't miss it, guys. I played that back about 3 times. It was funny. Seeing Wardlow get put through a massage table was funny. I was hoping Jake Hager would have got the wine bottle and then whacked it over as a payback, but the massage table was a done deal. I thought that was all right then, but I'm hoping Jake Hager smashes the champagne bottle over his head for a bit of revenge. But again, guys, fantastic segment. Fantastic to see the Inner Circle having a war with the Pinnacle backstage. How are we going to see this play out, guys? Are we going to see the Pinnacle versus Inner Circle at a future pay-per-view? Are we going to see them clash next week on AEW Dynamite? The Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. Are we going to see that, guys, live on AEW Dynamite? Or are AEW going to leave this for a pay-per-view showing? I think it'll be fantastic to see the Pinnacle take on this in a pay-per-view match. I think it'll be better grounds for them in a live pay-per-view. I think it would go over a lot better on a pay-per-view. It'll be good to see it on an AEW Dynamite, but I think it would get more heat on a pay-per-view showing. But again, guys, we're back for the Kenny Omega and Good Brothers with Don Callis, the Lucha Brothers, versus the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid. So we're going to discuss this match now, guys. So we have Kenny Omega, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows versus Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid. The Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid were all over Omega and the Good Brothers early on, hitting Omega with a triple super kick. Laredo Kid and Kenny then started the match as the legal men. Omega quickly tagged out and Gallows came in. He took Laredo Kid down with a big kick before connecting with body shots in the corner. Kenny Omega tagged back in and continued to work over Laredo Kid. He tagged Gallows back in and he connected with a massive big boot, followed by a series of elbow drops. Anderson tagged in at this point and he continued the punishment. They continued trading tags, working over Laredo Kid and hit him with a triple splash. Laredo Kid finally created an opening for himself, hitting Gallows with a tornado DDT. The Luchadors had momentum behind them as they went right after Omega and the Good Brothers. Omega and the Good Brothers hit back by triple teaming Phoenix for a near fall. Anderson followed it up with a running boot to Phoenix for another near fall. Gallows and Anderson looked to set up the Magic Killer, but Penta stopped it. Things broke down and the Pentagon hit Omega with a Canadian Destroyer. Omega went on to hit Laredo Kid with the One Wing Angel, but it was blocked. Laredo Kid hit Omega with a suicide dive instead. Back in the ring, Phoenix did the rope walk had booted Omega across the face. Laredo Kid followed it up with a Michinoku driver for a near fall. Omega replied with a V trigger, followed by the One Wing Angel to pick up the win for his team. And again, guys, the results are here. Kenny Omega, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows have defeated the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid. So there's a lot of near falls there from both sides here. Fantastic match again, guys. Another AEW was on point here. It was fantastic. Again, guys, the Young Bucks finally pledging allegiance to Moxley in his war with Omega and the Good Brothers was a long time coming and should set up a huge 6-man tag match star studded enough to headline pay-per-view if the company sees fit. Hopefully this is not the end of the Lucha Brothers in a high profile position on Dynamite, because Phoenix and Penta had made the absolute most of their increased screen time of late, proving they belong among the top stars week in and week out. And again, guys, they put on a fantastic performance. So yes, guys, the Lucha Brothers approved their standpoint on AEW, and they approved they are big players and can hang with the big guys, with the big stars, week in and week out. Their performance was strong. It was heavy. There was a lot of near falls. There was back-to-back action, guys, and it was fantastic. On point, guys. And on the Contenders Corner here, we're going to give this a 4 out of 5. Fantastic match. Fantastic. And I hope AEW, All Elite Wrestling, keep Lucha Bros in a strong position to hang with the big guys week in and week out. It was fantastic. Fantastic performance. And Phoenix, the Lucha Bros are proving their point here. Fantastic, guys. And then we have Hikaru Shida and Tay Conti versus Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero and Ali with Matt Hardy. So again, Nyla Rose and the Bunny charged Shida and Conti before the AEW bell rang, taking early control. Nyla Rose and Shida started off as the legal competitors, with Rose hitting a leg drop before tagging in the Bunny. Shida locked in an armbar before dragging the Bunny to the apron and hitting a running knee strike. The Bunny tagged in and laid into Shida with boots to the head. The Bunny and Nyla Rose traded tag working on the champion. Shida looked in a spot of trouble, but she fired back with clubbing blows across the back of Nyla Rose. Shida then suplexed the Bunny onto Nyla Rose before making the tag. Tay Conti came in and caught the Bunny with a pump kick before dumping her out of the ring and catching her with a backbreaker right in front of the Hardy family. Things broke down between the Hardy family and the Dark Order in the AEW ringside area. Back in the ring, Conti hit the Tay KO on the Bunny. Conti then dived off the top rope and into members of both the Hardy family and the Dark Order. As things broke down outside the ring, the Bunny blindsided Tay Conti with a shot from a kendo stick and pinned her in the middle of the ring. So again, Nyla Rose and the Bunny defeat Hikaru Shida and Tay Conti here on All Elite Wrestling. So now we're going to go over to our analysis, guys. And here on the Contenders Corner, we're going to give this a 2.5 out of 5. The entire heat portion of the match took place during the commercial break, so it was hard to invest in the story or even care about the comeback. With that said, Conti was a ball of energy here and followed up on her last week's win with another strong showing. She is very much the future of the women's division, and if she can continue improving and evolving her in-ring game, she should receive very real consideration for being the woman to dethrone Shida. And then it's the main event, and this is an Arcade Anarchy match. Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford and Miro in an Arcade Anarchy showdown. Again, Kip Sabian and Miro took control of the match early on, with Miro looking unstoppable on AEW Dynamite. He hit Chuck Taylor with a fall-away slam as Kip Sabian and Orange Cassidy brawled at ringside. Orange Cassidy hit Sabian with a whack-a-mole mallet. Cassidy was then taken out by Miro. Orange Cassidy and Chucky T went to double-team Miro, but he proved to be too powerful. Miro suplexed Taylor onto a barricade set up at ringside before taking a steel chair and getting back into the ring. Miro set up the chair in the corner and sent Orange Cassidy through it head first. Chuck Taylor leapt off an arcade machine, taking Miro down. Orange Cassidy took a trash can lid and unloaded on Miro and Chuck Taylor. It was fantastic to see that, guys. Followed by a kendo stick, and then took the barricade and they used it as a battering ram against Miro. Kip Sabian returned for his team, taking Taylor down with a German suplex before hitting Orange Cassidy with a dropkick. Taylor then unloaded Legos in the middle of the AEW ring and headed to the top turnbuckle with Sabian. And again, guys, this was unbelievable. Sabian followed it up with a powerbomb onto the Legos, but Orange Cassidy broke up the count. Cassidy followed it up with a beach break for a near fall. Orange Cassidy then hit the orange punch, but Penelope Ford pulled the referee out of the ring. Then Chris Statlander emerged at this point and drove Penelope Ford through the air hockey table at ringside. Miro was back on his feet now. He unloaded on both Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor with a steel chair. AEW fans saw a car pull up at this point, and it was Trent's mom dropping Trent off. Miro took out all three men and continued to look unstoppable. He picked up an entire Mortal Kombat 2 arcade cabinet and tossed it at Trent, who managed to dodge it. Trent then speared Miro through a table set up in the AEW ringside area. Chuck Taylor followed it up by hitting Kip Sabian with a running power slam through the stage for the 3 count. And again, it was Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy who defeats Miro and Kip Sabian. And I'm going to give this a Contenders Corner a 4.7 out of 5. It was fantastic all the way through, man. It was non-stop. Unbelievable. What a showdown, guys. And it was fantastic. What a way to end the show, guys. It was awesome. Unbelievable. You know, the best friends are quickly establishing themselves as the masters of the chaotic street fight, which this was. Yeah, guys, I've got to debunk this here. You know, with a little arcade mixed in for good measure. The spots were fun and creative. Miro shined, a total badass who was undone only when the numbers proved too much. Statlander return was a great surprise and will help bolster the evolving women's division. Then there was the return of Trent, which added the exclamation point to a match heavy on storytelling with a few crowd-pleasing spots mixed in. Is this type of match for everyone? No, but neither is an exploding barbed wire death match or a stadium stampede. Some can't stand the hour-long Iron Man matches, and others don't like the technical wrestling. AEW does a great job of providing a little something for everyone in the crowd, and this was no different. A wild brawl disguised as something else. This was exactly the type of chaotic war this feud deserved. And again, it was exciting, guys. It was wonderful to see. It was awesome. The back-to-back, guys. This was non-stop from start to finish. And even when it slowed down a bit, we saw someone came back. We saw Bolster come back. And then we saw Trent come back. And it added the excitement all the way through. It was non-stop. And this is what I really enjoyed in that match. And the Contenders Corner match rating here, guys, I'm going to give it a 4.7 out of 5. It was fantastic. Fantastic, guys. It was awesome. It was awesome, guys. And I'm going to give the show rating here on the Contenders Corner a 4.4 out of 5. Unbelievable show, guys. Unbelievable show. We're unbiased on this channel, guys. We are unbiased. And a lot of people have said some crazy things about AEW in the past. But you know what, guys? This was an awesome show. It was awesome. It was fantastic. It was absolutely awesome. Probably better than Raw, apart from the Drew McIntyre segments. That's the only thing I can compare it to. If we take away the Drew McIntyre segments, Raw was defeated here. You know, it was this show, guys, was awesome. Awesome, guys. And again, if you want to take part in the big giveaway this April, and all you got to do, guys, is click that like button. Go over to our Facebook page, click the like button. Go over to our YouTube channel, like, support our channel, subscribe, and your entries for future giveaways is locked in. And that's all you got to do, guys. If you want to see more of the Contenders Corner, then please support join our awesome crowd. Join the geeky crowd, guys. And stay awesome. And we'll see you next time on the Contenders Corner podcast.